So I wanted to talk about the best places to store your KDA. Let's compare the Zelcore wallet to the X wallet. There's not a lot to go in here, but I just want to go over some different things. What I've been experiencing, I've been using both of them, storing my KDA in both of them for a while now. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Let's get right into this. So here we have our Zelcore. We're at the home of the Zelcore website. I've been using Zelcore for a while. It was the first wallet I used with KDA. It has some pluses and some minuses, it seems like. I haven't had any severe issues with it. I did read a Reddit article that someone said that people's crypto was just disappearing out of Zelcore. I haven't experienced that, and it seems pretty legitimate. So what you can do is Zelcore manage, trade, truly own, store any asset in one consolidated wallet, get the best of centralized exchange experience in one decentralized platform. Zelcore empowers you with the keys to your web. Such and such, very similar to the point of crypto wallets. It's supposed to be simple. So this is my Zelcore wallet here. These are my some Kadena, some Flux here. What is nice about Zelcore is very easy to add assets. So you just go up here, you go add assets, and there's a lot of assets here that you can move into this wallet. So that is really cool, and it seems to be quite easy to do so. BTC, all the Solana, Luna, Matic, Ethereum, all the Ethereum network. I mean, a lot of tokens, a lot of assets that you can hold in the Zelcore wallet, which is pretty cool. And maybe in that way, it might say that is better than the X wallet. I'm still waiting for this ledger on the Kadena website. It says it's going to be integrated with Ledger. I'm still waiting to actually be able to connect my Ledger to the Zelcore or the X wallet. It doesn't seem like you can do that at this point. So we do have these things over here: payments, income, mining, investments, retirement, scholarship. To me, it's a little confusing. I'm not in the mining game, so maybe this is nice for miners that there's this place easy to set up. I'm not totally sure. Here is the investments portfolio, but if you go up here to like payments, just nothing. Income. So this is a little, I guess, supposed to be helpful, a little annoying, I think. Also, hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be giving away 5 Solana tokens to one of my subscribers when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Make sure it's on public so I know that you did it. Let's get back into this. You can go over here. They do have these exchanges that you can connect your Zelcore wallet to, which seems pretty cool. But for me, I'm in the United States. Like if we go here to KuCoin, it says here, the following countries are subject to some legal regulations: United States, America, such and such. I don't know. I haven't actually connected. I haven't found it to be easier than just using the exchange itself. But I guess if Gate.io no longer works for US users. I don't believe FTX does either. Serum doesn't. So for US users, this isn't very helpful. Maybe for the non-US users, this would be more helpful. We have our apps here. So here in the apps, we have the Zel ID. This is pretty cool. There's a D2FA pin. Guess you have to have a little bit of Flux in here. But basically, you can add a second pin that is another layer of protection to your Zelcore wallet. I haven't done it yet, but that is a cool feature to just add more protection to your wallet. So if you do want to send and receive, you click on the asset, you send and receive here. You have the chains. These are your different chains with Kadena. Now, something to think about with Kadena as Kadena continues to grow and adds more and more chains. As a user experience, this is a little bit annoying. To be like, oh, what chain is my wallet on? Like, oh, I didn't remember I had this Kadena on this chain and this on that chain. So, but it is really good for scalability. And that's kind of Kadena's whole thing is this multi-chain web. So here you have the send crypto, receive crypto. Pretty straightforward, a little more confusing with the public key and the account. With Kadena, you always want to be receiving with the one that starts with K. That's important. So we got the X wallet here. you can go click on download. It'll take you to the Chrome store. You download the wallet. It's a web extension. X Wallet, user-friendly, robust Kadena native wallet design. So the thing about X Wallet's nice. It's very simple. It's very clean. It's easy. It kind of looks a lot more like MetaMask, but to like add tokens to is not quite as user-friendly as in Zelcore. So if I go, here's my X Wallet here. Here's some Kadena, send, receive. You got your chains here. Very simple. Your wallet address is here, either mainnet, testnet, and that's basically it. Very simple for the X Wallet. You can go up here, contacts, networks, export secret recovery phrase. Pretty simple, and it's also here in your Chrome extension or your Brave extension. And then to add more tokens, go here and you need to input the token contract address and the symbol. So a little less, it's simpler, but to add more tokens is more difficult than it is in Zelcore. So, but there is something I like. I do like it. It's just, I don't know, it's just here. It's just easy. I see my crypto, I like that personally. I'm probably leaning a little bit more towards the X Wallet. But, to each their own. So what's cool about Kaddex here, hasn't fully been launched. They got their testnet going, or their beta. And what's awesome is 0 gas fees forever. This is going to be cool to see. There's no exchanges that I guess Robinhood for like stocks and things. I guess the stocks they're getting into, they're not gas fees, they're just fees. But to have 0 gas fees, thanks to Kadena's gas stations, users will never have to pay gas to utilize Kaddex. Gas wallets stay free because of the Kadena blockchain scales horizontally, which means as the demand for the block space goes up, we can increase the number of chains, increase the number of available blocks. So this is great for the customer, great for the user. As for the holder of KDA, the fact that the gas fees are so low means that there's not going to be enough rewards for the miners, I believe. So there is a mining like pool, or there's an allotment of tokens for the miners, so they'll be rewarded, which then could put selling pressure if miners aren't holding. If miners are holding, I mean, I guess whenever miners are selling, it puts selling pressure. But that's just a little side point on KDA, and something that I was a little bit bearish, but overall I'm still bullish on Kadena. And right now at our price, right now with Kadena at $2.19, seems like the real low spot it's been bouncing off is the high dollar something, $1.50 here. Yeah, if you can get in $1.50, you're great, but $400 million market cap, our all-time high was $27. So we've come down a lot. I think we've oversold, but the market's just very fearful. And recently it was listed on Binance, which is great, but it's still not on the U.S. exchanges, which is weird because it's a U.S. built project. Kadena is based in New York, so it's weird that it's not on Coinbase yet or on Kraken. Now, this is one thing that I'm concerned in the entire crypto space, and I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but if all of these dApps that are building on top of these layer 1s or layer 2s, if everyone creates their own token, there's just too much dilution of token. If Kadena or Avalanche or Cardano or Ethereum, the apps that are built on there that are required to use the native token, like look at OpenSea. Like OpenSea doesn't have their OpenSea token that you're buying the NFTs with. You're using the Ethereum, you're using ETH to use the application. And I get worried that there's just if every single project has their own token, what creates the demand for the native token of the network? It's like if every project that was built on top of Cardano or on top of Kadena or on top of Solana made you use the native token, Sol or Cardano or KDA, there's going to be tons of demand. And I guess, developers, they want to make their money. They want to have their own token. Everyone wants to have their own token to make all this money. but I think that it dilutes the market so much, and there's just so many tokens. There's just always new tokens, and at a point, it's like, what's the actual demand, So we always have to be thinking what is actually creating demand for these tokens. It seems like the NFT space is really driving that, because if you want these NFTs, you got to buy the token. And then we'll see what other applications get built where it's like, okay, I want to play in Decentraland, so I need Mana tokens, But if you had to use Ethereum tokens inside of Decentraland, think about what that would have done to the price of Ethereum, right? But I get it, but it hurts the native price of the token. Anyways, that's just one of my little rants. Hope you guys learned something. Keep aping, keep hodling. Woo!